construction of a 3D printed neighborhood near Austin, Texas is almost complete. The community called Wolf Ranch consists of 100 homes, all built by additive manufacturing, also known as 3D printing. The walls were all built with a 45-foot wide 3D printer using a mix of concrete powder, water, sand, and other additives to allow the material to hold its shape while solidifying. Only the walls were printed. The roof, windows, and doors were manufactured traditionally. Construction on this community began in November 2022, with each single-story 3 to 4 bedroom house taking about 3 weeks to print before the finishing touches are added by standard construction methods. If manufactured with only traditional methods, such a house could take upwards of 9 to 12 months to complete. Prices on these houses range from $450,000 to $600,000, and currently about 1/4 of the total homes have been sold. Would you want to live in such a house? Please leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Printed houses and neighborhoods. That's an interesting concept here. I thought we would share some of the things that I found recently looking at neighborhoods and houses that are being manufactured with 3D printing. So first thing I want to look at is just looking at some of these houses. We can look at them, and unless somebody told you it was 3D printed, you might not recognize it, though if you're familiar with it, you would see the layered structure. But you can imagine that this entire neighborhood here, 100 houses, is being manufactured with 3D printing. You can even see the printer running right there on the tracks. It's a 45-foot wide 3D printer, and it's scanning and laying down the walls of this system. And we can see it looking here, we can see how this kind of lays out. And there are some interesting thoughts I have on this. One, it's cool. I mean, printing a house is just straight cool. Two, if you look at the size of this printer, that tells you something about how much it might cost to actually print one of these things. It'll also give you an idea of the limitations to printing. You can already see with these walls that this printer is at its maximum height. It can't print anything taller than this. It can't print anything bigger than this. It was designed specifically to do this, and you can probably also guess, does it make sense to bring all of this in for a single house to be printed? Or would it make more sense for a situation like this where you have many of these houses being built simultaneously? The other thing is, if we look, it's only the walls that are being printed with this structure. There is no roofing. There's nothing being printed for the roof situation. That kind of makes it interesting. So it's limiting your house design. A question I would have is, if you look at these walls, how does the electricity get in there? Do they last a long time? You're also limited in appearance. Most of these walls, they're built that they look exactly like that outside structure. You can paint it, but you're limited in how you mount things to it. But there are some benefits. I mean, just looking at this, it looks nice. It takes 3 weeks to print the entire wall structure, though you do have to add the roofing and all the other structure as well. But the walls themselves only take 3 weeks. A house this size could take on the order of 9, 10, 12 months even to build a similar sized house. What I do find interesting is the price point on them, though. They do run $450,000, $600,000 for one of these houses. It is a 3-bedroom, but it is expensive. But it's interesting to me because, as far as I'm aware, this is one of the first situations where an entire community is built with a 3D printer. Good, bad? I'm curious your thoughts. If you want to make some comments down below, that would be awesome. But I'm curious where this technology goes. The fact that this is something that can be done, I see concerns, I see limitations right now, but that's how technology evolves. So what I want to see is how things change in the future. Do we continue to build traditionally, or does this kind of a system take over and become the manufacturing methodology of the future? Please provide suggestions of interesting science or engineering things to react to in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. See you in the next video.